And they gave her an eye patch she's supposed to wear. And technically, she's supposed to be wearing it right now, but she's not.
No, he said only when I slept.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that because they didn't tell me that when I had to wear mine. But I think you look pretty cool with your eye patch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a special eye patch made. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, being married to a pirate.
Whatever. You might not think so.
What? Really?
Really.
What did that song used to say? The future's so bright, gotta wear shades. Gotta wear shades, yeah. Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
Well, my lovely wife can now see really well out of both eyes.
Oh yeah, and it is amazing. Totally amazing.
Let's see, what, about 3 weeks ago you got your first eye done?
3 weeks ago, and we're talking about cataracts.
Oh, okay, yeah, cataracts.
About 3 weeks ago I did my left eye, and yesterday I did my right eye.
Yeah.
Well, the doctors did. I just went along.
Yeah. Yeah, and tell them about the experience both times, because I know we've had a couple of people when we talked about it before, so that they have that coming up and they're really nervous about it. So tell them about how it went both times.
Well, yeah, it's nervous a little bit because this is your eyes. When Bill had his cataract surgery, they fixed his long distance vision, but then he's always had to wear reading glasses. Well, I've worn contacts for years, which I wore what they called monovision. I had, and in my case, my left eye was my reading eye. I could read out of it. My right eye was my distance. So I went in to talk to the doctor about possibly doing the cataract surgery. I asked him, I said, could we do something like that?
Because they replace the lens when they do the surgery.
Because when they drain the fluid in your, they actually replace the lens. And he says, well, yeah, we can do that. And I said, how much more money is it? And he says, no, it's still considered a standard lens. So we can do that. I said, well, that's what we're doing. Because I didn't want to have to be like him, constantly looking for my glasses.
Yeah, which I'm going to have to do in a minute when I read a couple of comments here in a little bit that we're going to discuss. So yeah, the way she used to wear contacts, where one was set up just for reading and the other one was set up for long distance, and we were very surprised.
Extremely pleased
with the fact that,
now, of course, I was still nervous that this wouldn't work because this is permanent.
Yeah. But what's neat about it
is, it's wonderful.
Yeah, what's neat about it is now you'll never have to buy contacts again.
I have to buy contacts. I don't have to buy contact cleaning solution. I don't have to take my contacts out at night, put them in the morning. If I accidentally take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, I don't wake up with my eyeballs glued shut. You know, there's all kinds of things I don't have to worry about now.
Yeah. Yeah. And they gave her an eye patch she's supposed to wear. And technically, she's supposed to be wearing it right now, but she's not.
No, he said only when I slept.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that because they didn't tell me that when I had to wear mine. But I think you look pretty cool with your eye patch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a special eye patch made. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, being married to a pirate.
Whatever. You might not think so.
What? Really?
Really.
But did it hurt?
No, you don't feel a thing.
And now with me, they gave me some kind of solution. I knew what was going on the whole time. I could hear the doctor was going through the steps as he was working on my eye and everything.
No.
But in your case, you were out.
It was totally, they came in, they put stuff in your eye. At first they put, I don't know, several different drops in your eye. First it's antibiotic, and then it's this, and then it's that, and then it's a numbing solution, and blah, blah, blah. Right before they take you into the procedure room, the anesthesiologist because I had an IV, he comes in and puts just a little bit of something in that, and
You were out?
I was out.
Huh.
The next thing I know is I woke up and them saying, come on, it's time for you to go home. And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And her blood sugar had dropped quite a bit afterwards. In fact,
yeah.
you were downright dizzy. Last time, that didn't happen that way
No,
the
the
first
first time it wasn't like that. But
Yeah.
this last time when they kept hollering at me, we've already got your IVs out. We've already got your, because they monitor your heart rate the whole time too. And all that was already off. I slept through that part. And she says, see if you can sit up here on the edge of the bed. And when I sat up, my goodness, the world started spinning and sick to my stomach a little bit, but then on the other hand, starving to death. And she says, I have juice and crackers. Would you like some of that? And I said, yeah, because I think I'm crashing. I think I'm totally crashing. And I was down to like 60, which is low for me, which
Yeah.
is low for anybody, actually.
Yeah, really.
And so I finally got that. I mean, I got it down pretty quick. They said, okay, your husband's here with the car. I'm thinking, oh, crud.
Yeah, and she was still dizzy when they helped her out to the car. And
Yeah.
So it just so happens, of course, those of you that don't live in Northwest Arkansas, I think the only place we have them is here in parts of southeast Missouri. They may be other places, but there's Andy's frozen custard just right around the corner.
And Bill says, I know what you need. You
Yeah.
need caramel fudge sundae. That'll fix you.
Yeah, which here they call it an Ozark turtle, but and they're heavenly, so we had that. And then we went and found real food with protein in it. So,
But yeah, I would say that was probably the worst part of the whole thing.
yeah.
And then we got home and I went to bed and pretty much slept the rest of the afternoon. And then in the evening, off and on, we had a little snack of something. I don't even remember what. Oh, I boiled a couple eggs for supper.
Yeah.
Because I got this nifty little boiled egg machine that one of our viewers turned me on to.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you can have boiled eggs real quick, whether it's 1 or 2 or
7.
7, yeah. So yeah, all in all, it was a good experience. You had your follow-up visit first thing this morning.
Yes, and I knew when I woke up this morning and tilted the patch up, it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like this.
Yeah. So it's a whole nother world now.
Yes. So, well, now I have, this morning anyway, I had 20/20 in my right eye, and of course my left eye was to be able to read about what you'd have a computer or a book comfortably. And yes, I understand being nervous about it, and I understand it because that's your eye, duh. And I was a little nervous yesterday, but why, I don't know yesterday because I already knew, but
Yeah.
it's your eye.
So it's just about done with all of our doctor's visits while we're here in
Goodness,
Northwest
I'm getting really
Arkansas.
tired of visiting doctors. Well, I'm going to go get my knees injected. So I'll be up and ready to go through the rendezvous.
Yeah. And speaking of the rendezvous, we're getting closer and closer all the time.
Getting more excited.
Yeah, it's becoming more exciting. Have we decided on a movie yet that we're going to watch
Yeah,
for movie night?
I have.
Okay.
I didn't know that you wanted me to announce that.
Well, I guess we could, because we try to have a movie night whenever we have the rendezvous. And
I guess I need to get with it and put our agenda on the
on the website.
Diana was just here and asked me about that, and I said, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Well, you had other things on your mind.
We never talked about that.
Yeah, but I think we're going to show The Princess Bride. Is that right?
Yes, because it's got action and true love.
Yeah.
And sword fighting and
Yeah. One of our favorite movies. Yeah.
So that'll be Thursday night.
Yeah, that'd be good for everybody. Anyway, before we go, by the way, we hit here. Pardon me while I put my bifocals on.
Yeah, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I know, but this is my. I know this looks kind of weird, but bear with me for a minute, folks. We busted 48,000 subscribers the other day, and Thank you very much for that.
Yes,
We're
thank
tickled to
you.
death. You know,
That was awesome.
we're not growing at a super fast pace or anything like that, but we always appreciate every little, every time we get more subscribers. And it's just, you have no idea how much we appreciate everything, and we're not doing all the fancy stuff that all the other YouTubers try to do to get you to subscribe and all this stuff. We just try to put out decent content, and sometimes we miss the mark, but you know, oh well, you know, it's all part of it. But since we have a whole lot of new viewers now, and we get these kind of comments all the time, they'll say or emails where they just discovered our channel, and so then they have questions, and a lot of times these subjects we have covered in the past, and sometimes we will simply refer them to a video that covers that subject. And I could have done that this time and got another view out of it, but I thought, no, we'll go ahead and just talk about it again. But anyway, we got in the last 3 days, we've had this question twice, and I'm going to go ahead and read both comments from these folks. First one I'm going to read here is, "Hello, Bill. I'm new to your channel. Always wanted to build out my own conversion cargo trailer. Just have one question. I was told that some RV parks will not let you stay in their park if you have a DIY trailer because of insurance reasons. Is that true? And have you had any problems staying at places when they found out that your trailer is a DIY and not factory built? Thank you for your content. Very interesting and knowledgeable information." And then we had one here just the other day. Howdy. Oh, this one was today. "Howdy from Texas. Thank you for all of the awesome camper trailer videos." Well, you're certainly welcome. "A quick question for you. Do you find campgrounds / RV parks that don't allow the homemade campers in for whatever reason? Thank you." Okay. And yes, we have discussed this before about cargo trailer conversions.
And some of you have experienced it.
Oh yeah,
before.
It is true. There are mostly private campgrounds.
And it's mostly the ones that have the 10-year-old and older rule.
Yeah, well, we have only stayed at one private campground that had no issue with us being a cargo trailer conversion. Now, we once looked into getting a 1,000 Trails membership. If you're not familiar with what that is, you can go ahead and Google it and see what it is, but it's called 1,000 Trails, and basically it's several RV parks throughout the country that are affiliated with this organization. And you know, you pay a
it's per region.
Yeah, it's per region, but you pay a monthly or yearly fee. I think it's a yearly fee, and then you get park rent cheaper, you know, when you go to these different places. And we looked into that, and then we told them what we had, and they were all excited about us signing up for it until we told them what we had. Then we never got another response after that.
Well, I think one person told us that they could not guarantee that we would always be allowed in because it's up to the individual owners.
Yeah, right.
And we opted out of that.
But we could talk about this all day long about why they do not allow us and all this different stuff, and but let's just get to the point. First, I want to say this. This is no reason to discourage you from building your own cargo trailer conversion or schoolie or anything like that, or your own build out on a van or whatever. This is no reason to discourage you from doing that simply because some private campgrounds will not allow your rig in there due to insurance reasons or whatever. And the reason why we say that is we really don't want to stay at a private campground. We would much rather stay at, like we've talked about so many times in the past, federal campgrounds like U.S. Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds, state parks, national forest campgrounds, places like that, for a multitude of reasons. right?
Yes.
Now, you won't be turned away from these places. At least
No one I have seen has been turned away.
No places I've ever seen will they ever turn you away. And we as park attendants, here at a Corps of Engineer campground, when we were park attendants, there is no issue with...
That's not even part of the discussion.
Not even part of the discussion at all, period.
No.
I know when we were park attendants, we had this one couple that would visit the campground on a regular basis, and they literally have a regular trailer like you would buy to haul a riding lawnmower, and then they had went and bought one of these backyard sheds that would fit inside the trailer, and that's their camper. A barn style backyard shed is what they mounted on this thing, and that's their... Yeah.
I mean, that's not
no issues.
When you're staying at national forests, state parks, Army Corps of Engineers, the price is cheaper normally.
A bunch cheaper.
A bunch cheaper. State parks are a little more than the federal parks.
Yeah.
Normally, you have area between you and your neighbors. There's a few that are stacked in tighter, but normally you have space. The space, price, and beautiful scenery. Why do I want to go to a private campground anyway?
Now these kind of campgrounds, for national forest campgrounds, Corps of Engineer campgrounds, state parks, by and large, 99.99999% of them are not what you would call a resort. But you're also not paying $1,200 a month, or you're not paying $150 a night to stay there. Typically in a Corps of Engineer campground, as we've talked about many, many times in the past, the most you will pay at a Corps of Engineer campground is around $30 a night. But here again, if you qualify for the America the Beautiful Senior Pass, which means you're 62 and over, you get the America the Beautiful Senior Pass, which for a lifetime membership is $80, and you get your camping fees at 50% off. Plus, it also gets you free admission in a lot of other national parks and things like that, because it's all federal. There are other passes out there, like for disability. You can get a pass for disability, which give you the same benefits. There are military passes. There's all kinds of different passes. But if you don't qualify for any of those, if you're 62 and over, you do qualify for the America the Beautiful Senior Pass. All you got to do to find out how to go about getting one is simply go in and Google America the Beautiful Senior Pass. That's all you got to say in the search window, and all the information will pop up. Excuse me. So it's easy to get in there, and not only will it list that kind of pass, it'll list all the other kind of passes, some of them free, where you don't have to pay anything for them, and you might accidentally qualify for one of these other passes that don't even cost you the $80 and still get you the
well, the 80 is lifetime.
Yes, it is.
You can get a $20 a year pass at 62 and over.
Right.
And if you buy 4 passes, then
it becomes a lifetime.
It'll go ahead and become a lifetime.
Right.
If
Right.
We automatically just did the lifetime.
Yeah.
Because we knew.
Well, think about
we were going to do a lifetime.
when you're staying at a Corps of Engineer campground or a National Forest campground, 99% of the time it's going to be near a beautiful lake or stream
or out
river.
In the forest.
Or it's going to be out in the forest. You're not going to be packed in like sardines. Some of them have full hookups. We used to say that some of them will have water and electric but no sewer, but since then we have discovered in our travels we have come across many Corps of Engineer campgrounds that literally have full hookups, everything, and those are the ones that were like $30 a night. But in most cases, except for some national parks and forestry campgrounds, they may have a nice pad and all this stuff, but they won't have any hookups at all. So you've got to be prepared to boondock in those. But you have all these different choices out there, and you don't have to, spend a whole lot of money to see a whole lot of cool stuff and to do a whole lot of cool things. And so there's no reason to allow these rules with these private campgrounds to stop you from building your own cargo trailer conversion that fits you, and you build it the way you want to build it. So do not let those things discourage you,
No.
because there's a whole lot more cooler places to go than a private campground where you packed in like sardines. Sure, they might have a pretty cool golf course. They might have a really neat center for activities, you know, and all this stuff, all fancy and all air conditioned, have a really cool pool with a big old hot tub and all this stuff. Honestly though, that kind of stuff's not for us. So anyway.
I don't know, I like the pool.
Okay, so I guess we don't need to go to Juniper Springs then.
Oh no, I'm going to Juniper
Yeah.
Springs.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later, but we have already got a bunch of reservations made, and some of them are in the Ocala National Forest where we will have to boondock, and we're going to be seeing some things that we never saw before. We're going to end up down an alligator alley for a little while.
Close to Alligator
Close to
Alley,
Alligator
yeah.
Alley. Of course, you know, from Gainesville on, it's Alligator Alley, in my opinion. But we're going to see parts of Florida and explore parts that we never have before. And a lot of these places, we're going to have to depend on our solar. So we'll be showing you some different things when we embark on those travels, which will begin after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to let you go for now, though. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you know what we're going to say. And we've been saying this now for how long?
Oh, 5 years.
5 years or so?
Yeah.
We're not camping.
We are living.
Y'all get out there and do some living, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.